What's up, y'all? It's Truth Tiger, and I'm going to talk today about people who make politics their entire personality. And it's so many people out there that all they want to talk about is politics. It's all they discuss. And everything with these people is going to come back to some like political argument, or it's just you can't even talk to these people. Did you hear about the Supreme Court, whatever? And they're like, nah, I didn't hear about it. They did, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, oh, all right, and then, how do you feel about that? And it's like, I don't know, but they want you to try to get on their side, and they want to get mad at you if you're not on their side. And it's just like, be somebody else, like, if you want to have political opinions, whatever, but people, it's just all they talk about. It's all they go on about. You don't ever hear about anything else from them. It's just politics. And they live vicariously through these politicians. Like, how lame is that? Like, don't live vicariously through anybody. And if you're going to live vicariously through somebody, a politician, like how lame is that? But that's the thing, is people gain their sense of identity from this politics. People gain their sense of who they are from this politics, from this external thing. And people make an idol out of it. They make a god out of it, and they worship this politics, and they're just constantly, taking in all the stuff, the news and the media and all these people are saying, all the talking heads, they're just taking it in. The programming is coming in, and they're just sitting there getting programmed like that. And, it's like everybody has other things about themselves, that's not the biggest, highest thing, but I think it feeds their own ego. I think it is an ego thing for most people, and I think that's something they want to feel right. And I think it's also something like they want to like be this authority figure on other people, and this is what you should do with politics. This is who you should vote for. This is who you should believe. This is blah, blah, blah. And they want to go around like this moral authority figure, and they want to tell people what you have to believe and what you have to do. And I think that is what it is. It's something where they feel like that's them in control or something like that, or I don't know, because people don't have control over their own lives, but I think they, in their egotistical, deluded mind, I think they think that they have this control over the political structure and stuff, and, you have influence over it on some level, but they don't know what's really going on. They don't know what's really happening. They don't know what's really happening behind closed doors. They don't know that, things can be fixed and messed with and manipulated. They don't know that the political system is just one big toxic manipulative game, and that these politicians are not good people and whatever. But what they'll do is they'll say, on my side, everything's great on my side, the whole problem lies with the other side, and they'll start doing that, and they're not looking at the full picture of things at all. And I think people like to be in the us versus them mentality. And politics is a great way to put people in the us versus them mentality, where you could say it's me versus the people who believe a different political thing than me, or whatever, or have a different political view than me. It's me versus them, and it's us versus them, and we're the good guys and they're the bad guys. And on some level, it's about dehumanizing the opposition, and it's about making the opposition into such an other and such an outsider and such an alien thing and such a whatever. And like, look, I have my own political views. I'll get political sometimes, but man, people are just making this their whole personality, and it's ridiculous. It's like, who are you? Like, be yourself, be somebody. You're not defined by the government and by these politicians and stuff. And that's what it really is. It's like people worship the government instead of God, and it's like, the government's just the government. This is the way of man. It's not. It's not anything really that special. It's just these people trying to scheme and manipulate and trying to get power over other people, trying to get control over other people, trying to get money. It's just It's that usual hustle you'll see anywhere. That's all these politicians are really doing, and but people really believe in it, and people really think that people think some politician is gonna come and save them. I mean, come on, I got my political views. I know who I'm voting for. I know who I support and don't support and whatever. But like, dude, I ain't expecting some freaking politician to come and save me, man. Like, I mean, it's comical. It's comical to think that, and people on both sides of things think some politician's gonna come and fly in and save them. This politician's gonna save us, and it never happens. It never. It's very, very rare. And the truth is, that said savior politician usually gets assassinated. Look at history. Look at history, and you'll see it. And it's so much heat and tension, and just with these elections, it's so much arguments and so much like, if you're on one side and they're on the other side, you can't have a conversation, you can't talk about it, you can't discuss it. It's just, everything is so polarized and so divided, and I'm burnt out on it. I'm just burnt out on all the drama and all the heat. The election's coming up in a few days, and look, I know who I'm voting for, I know what I'm doing, but I'm not even looking forward to it. I'm not even thinking about it. It's not even a blip on my radar. It's just because I used to be into the politics, and I'm tired. I'm burnt out. I'm I have my own life. All this politics stuff doesn't really mean a lot to me, to be honest. Not as much as it used to mean, but man, people just be obsessed with it, and people treat it like a religion. Like, if you have some different political belief, it's like, get away from me. We don't accept people like you who have a different political opinion, or they'll just want to argue constantly. And these arguments, it's not even arguing the politics. They're just having personal attacks on you. They're just switching the subject all around. They're just trying to be negative and argue on some stuff, and yeah, just talk about some stuff, talk trash, just whatever, just be all dramatic. And it's just some stupid thing for them to bond over too, because you should be able to connect with people just on a human level, but for them, they can only connect through talking trash about all this politics and doing all this stuff. And I don't know, it's sad, It's like people should be able to connect on different levels about different things besides politics, And people also, they're going to look at the other guy, the person that they're against, and they're going to look at that person they're against like they're the devil, and they're going to look at the person on their own side, their own politician, the politician they're voting for, like they're an angel. And for the most part, when you really look at these people, they're not the best people. They're not the greatest people. They're not the most positive people. It's generally and genuinely how it is, It's generally the people on top of society are generally not good people. They're generally narcissists, sociopaths, very greedy, toxic. They generally stepped on someone's neck to get to where they got to. It's just generally how it is, So people got to be careful with all this worshiping of these quote-unquote powerful people, All this worshiping of these politicians. And it's just how did it get to this? How did we all become such these little prissy little, all the politics and whatever? How did we get like this, I really wish people would just take a chill pill on it, because man, you'd be a lot happier, you'd be a lot more chill. But I think it's something people really see it as a god over them, and they think they have to dedicate their whole life to this politics thing, and they'll become some kind of hero, or I don't even know, but people are just obsessed with politics. they're obsessed with the political system, and they just make it their whole entire life, their whole entire personality, their whole just, it's just everything. And I used to be around people like that, and I can't, and I've had to distance myself from said people because everything is just some one political thing after another political thing, and they want to have arguments, and they want to, they want to push someone down, and they want to try to say you're a bad person if you disagree with them, and I don't know, it's like you can't have your own opinions around these people. They're trying to force you to believe what they believe. They want you to conform to what they are believing in, and if you've got opposing views too, they see you as inhuman. They do, they do. It's the truth, It's the truth. If you believe some different stuff, they see you as some inhuman opponent, and you're just this horrible, awful, worst person in the world. Nobody wants to talk about anything or discuss anything. People just want to go into their corner and, insulate themselves and barricade themselves and keep any opposing or different views out, and the thing is, like, I listen to these debates, quote unquote, whatever kind of debate it is. Nothing's being debated. It's just one person trying to clown on another person. One person trying to go, ha ha, I'm right and you're wrong. Ha ha, I'm smart and you're dumb. Ha 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 ha, ha ha ha, you're stupid and I look down on you. Ha ha, that's all it is. That's all it is, And the thing is, it's corrupt. It's crazy corrupt. I mean, these elections and all this stuff, like, I don't trust none of it. I don't, On all of them, I don't trust any of it, because these people they all know each other. They all hang together. They all go to clubs together. They all have their little secret societies together. They all have their little thing together. And they know each other. And it's just, stuff is crazy. Stuff is crazy. The situation is crazy. I'm concerned about the future, and I think because your average person has just become so egotistical and so into themselves and so, like, into what they quote unquote believe, and I mean, people have just been so divided, so isolated out, and it's not good. It's really not good, and we lose power when we're like that. If we could all come together and discuss things and work together, we could make this situation so much better. But because we're not doing this, it's going to just get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. That's what's going to happen. It is, and man, I mean, it's just, people need to grow up too. People need to grow up, and a lot of these people are very, very self-important, and a lot of people have an idea that, like, that what they believe, everyone else in the world has to believe too. That they're just automatically right, They never stop to question whether they're right or wrong about this. They never stop to question the premise of the whole political system. They just say, I believe this thing and I'm right, and anyone who disagrees with me is wrong. Ha ha, yay, and they just go around like that. And it's just, man, it's ridiculous. And I mean, these people are insufferable. It's just gonna go on and on and on and on about politics. I try to watch some of these shows and whatever, I just can't get through it because it's just, all they're doing is just railing on about this politics thing, that politics thing, and it's just some drama and some this and that, and it's like, I mean, I want these politicians exposed. I want these people to be shown for who they really are. Please do that, please. But in terms of just the him and the haw and watching all these debates and all this stuff, I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't really make a difference for me. I know who I am. I know what I'm about. I know what I believe in. And it's stupid. And it's the media too. The media loves politics and to dramatize politics and to make a whole big thing about politics. And people in the media want to force their own political opinions onto you and have interests that are behind them, that are telling them to say certain things and are rewarding them to say certain things. And you have a lot of people taking this upon themselves in especially the education system and whatever. taking it upon themselves to have certain political views and to push certain political views onto them, and to, make an environment where you feel like if you don't have certain political views, you'll be squeezed out. Even a lot of workplaces are like that, where you feel like you have to have certain political views or you're going to be squeezed out of that spot, and it's just like, can we all just chill out? Can we all just chill the F out and just like hang out together and have a good time, and not just be like on all this stupid politics this, politics that? I'm tired. I'm burnt out. I'm done. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. It just takes so much energy out of me, and I got other things in life to do. I got other things in life to focus upon. There's a place and a time to discuss politics, but 24/7 ain't it, So, yeah, I'm going to end this here, but yeah, thank you all so much for watching. It's much love to all y'all, Really, I appreciate everybody so much. I really, really do. It's just, I'm so blessed to have this channel and to have this platform, and, it's amazing. It's a big, big blessing from God. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.